Everybody's life has experienced some sort of change before, whether it is the closing of an old chapter or the beginning of a new one. Change invites this feeling of uncertainty and unknown into our lives, and therefore it kind of creates a level of fear for us, as we don't really know what is coming. We don't know where our lives are headed, and that can be a scary thing at times. We like to control the things that happen to us because they can have an impact on our emotions, whether positive or negative. So that's why people like try to micromanage every little thing that happens to them. And what you find is that change is constant. You can't avoid it, right? It is something that will happen whether you like it or not. And so therefore, these people who like to micromanage their lives and try to basically control every little aspect of it, they find that they have a hard time when they encounter change, because it's a thing where the more you fight it and the more you resist it is the more impactful that it can be. And that impact is not necessarily positive, it can be negative. I think the only way that we can not really let this fear take control of us and not be consumed by it is to accept it. Is to really just realize that there's nothing we can do. Some things in our life are going to happen whether we like them or not, and we just have to accept that. I think also an important thing is to be mindful of exactly what things are changing and to look at the root causes for fear and, all that sort of anxiety, and realize, is it rational? Are these things that I'm fearing, is something really bad going to happen, or am I just kind of scared that I'm not necessarily in full control of my life right now, and that's fearful? I feel like if you kind of just accept that, this is a thing that's happening, change is happening, and ride it out to the end, a lot of the times you'll realize that these changes that are happening are not necessarily always for the worst, but sometimes there are definitely a lot of positive impacts or positive outcomes that can come from these changes. A change that I'm experiencing right now is that I'm coming to the end of my first year of university, and it's a bit of a bittersweet thing. It's sweet because my first year of university was pretty horrible. I wouldn't wish it on any person, not even on my worst enemy, right? So I'm pretty happy to be finished with that and to move on to better things in my life, right? But it's kind of bitter because I feel like I've kind of grown an emotional connection to the city that I'm in right now and to the university campus, and to kind of leave those places that I consider my home for basically the past year. It's a little bit sad, but the main reason why I think it's a little bit bitter for me is some of the connections that I formed here. There are definitely some connections that, I'm not mad to leave, and I'm not mad some people that I've met here that I'm not mad to say goodbye to, and not even say goodbye to, but not have to see again, right? Because as I said, we encounter these kind of things, you encounter some good ones and some bad ones, right? But for the people that I did really form connections with and I did really bond with, I find that I'm actually, for one of the first times in my life, I'm actually going to miss them, and it's a little bit sad. These people were kind of there for me in some of the times or they were looking out for me in some of the times where I wasn't in the best of headspaces and I wasn't doing the best, and so to have people be there for you, it's a thing that feels very good, and I appreciate them for that, and it means a lot to me. But yeah, I'll definitely miss them. It's a bit sad to say goodbye, but it's a part of it, it's a part of life, and as I said, sometimes you have to say goodbye to people, even if you form good connections with them. It's just a part of it. But yeah, it's kind of sad. I've been saying that I'm gonna start getting my room sorted for a move out day, and I am it's still pretty much in this area, so I'm about to go get some food with the guys, and then we're gonna get a room sorted. We're gonna get a room sorted for sure. Sam, are you gonna miss me?
I don't see you, bro. How can I miss someone I don't see?
So no, okay.
If I saw, if
Nah, you don't gotta, bro. You don't gotta give me the post amble. Just say no. It hurts a lot less. It hurts a lot less if you just say no and just get it over with. Boom. And now you're just stabbing me over and over again, bro. That's what happened. Nah, bro. You see, now you're being fake.
I've been missed you, but then you've been in your door. So
You
all right, then. So when your back's against the corner, bro, you're gonna see who's there, bro. When your back's against the wall, you're gonna see who's in the corner.
Yes, it's gonna be P. Diddy.
That's not what I was saying. Nah.
In a few days, I'll be going back to my home, Jamaica, and I'm actually looking forward to it, to be honest. When I was younger, I used to always hate living with my parents, and I would long for the day I would get to move out and be away from them. But it's not until you actually go out there into the world and especially live with other people, you realize that there's actually no place like home. The only time you would say that there's a place better than home is if I were to get my own apartment to come and live in right now. But you know, I can't really afford that right now, so obviously that's not possible. But we'll be there soon. We'll be there soon in the future. I'll be able to like have my own personal room back, my own personal space. At nighttime, I have peace and quiet. That's one thing in university you don't get. Like, you don't really get quiet, right? You kind of just have to like, you have to just take what you can get. If you sleep some nights, you sleep. If you don't sleep at some nights, you don't. Especially if you have a roommate that, you know, I'd say isn't the most respectful. Yeah, like be able to have like my home cooked meals again after like eating dining hall food for a whole year. Oh my God. Like that's something I'm not going to miss from my school. And generally just like having, like I said, my own clean space, you know, being around my family from back home and just having the time and sort of being in a healthy space to be able to work on my craft and develop myself better than I have been doing so for the past little while that I've been here in Canada. But anyways, before I even get back home and do all of that, I have to deal with cleaning up my dorm room and packing up all those things and moving out. And that's a bit stressful, so yeah, but we have to get it done. Yeah, I finally got around to cleaning the bathroom, so yeah, I've been procrastinating, starting my packing and getting this thing done the entire day. As you can see, well, I hope you can't see, but the bathroom is in some disarray right now, so we're gonna get the gloves out, we're gonna get the mop out, the broom out, everything nice with rice and spice, and we're gonna clean this whole. I'm officially starting packing up my room and stuff now because it's about 2 days till we have to get out of the school, and I still have a lot of stuff to get together, so watch me pack. I think an important thing to realize about these periods of transition in our lives is that these are some of the greatest opportunities to invite change, positive change at that, in our lives. I think you see so much that people start seeing you start seeing some sort of negative change starting to come, and you get so caught up in trying to stop this thing from happening to you that eventually it consumes you, and something that could have easily been prevented spirals into something 10 times worse, and look at the hole that you've now dug yourself into. So I think it's like a very important thing to realize. As I said, these periods of transition are growth opportunities. I feel like even for this YouTube thing for me, it could be so easy for me to like, you know, be scared of like, oh, how about my future? You know, like this is not necessarily the most sure thing to want to pursue in my life. And, you know, as I said, I've already mentioned this, like, you know, only a minority of people actually make it. And, you know, even on my first couple of videos that I posted, like getting too caught up in like, oh, if this video performs well or if that video doesn't perform so well, you can kind of already see like there's an opportunity to let the fear and the uncertainty consume you and to kind of go down a negative path. But the sort of path that I try to go down is I think about it, I view it through a lens of hope. To say that, you know what, first of all, I really enjoy making YouTube videos. I find it really fun, just getting to express myself, you know, doing the whole cinematography, or not cinematography, I'm not a cinematographer, but like the whole like video making part of it, editing the videos. So I actually find it very fun. And on top of that, you know, putting my words together and hopefully having the opportunity to maybe positively impact somebody that watches my video, I enjoy it a lot. And that level of uncertainty that comes with starting out on YouTube, it's natural. Every big YouTuber that has done it before, they've experienced it. And the only difference between those successful YouTubers and the people who kind of started and just flopped is that they persevered through the sort of uncertain phase, right? That phase of transition. And they kept with it, they kept going, and look where they are now. I think that's kind of a part that I need to embrace. And just kind of accept that, yeah, it might be a bit unsure now, maybe a little bit uncertain, But that's just a part of it. It's not a feature, it's a bug. I remember that's something I heard somebody on like a podcast say before. It's not a feature, it's a bug. I can't avoid it, can't change it, so I have to just accept it and rock with it. And if I do it, and if I do that, and as I said, put my passion into the craft and keep on working hard for it, the success will come naturally. I don't necessarily need to force anything. It's a very important thing to realize. I said these periods of transition are great growth opportunities. And as long as we let them do good things for us, then the good outcomes shall come. And we get one step closer to living a more fulfilling life. Just some food for thought. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's been your boy Cozzy, and I'm out. This is the dorm room. We finally got it all packed out and everything. I don't have my tripods and stuff, but this is just how it's looking. We're finally out of here. We finally got it done, man. So I'm heading back now, and I'm gonna give the front desk my key card, and that's about it. I'm gonna rip off my name tag. Actually, you heard me taking off the name tag. This is the official name tag tearing.
You gotta do it more sentimentally, bro.
Hell no.
You gotta be sadder.
Hell no.
I wish I had a tear or something.
Happy
bro.
to be out of this. Let's go.